How's it going, everybody? It is Mega Dream release, I guess, weekend. I don't know. I'm recording this on Monday, so it took a while for the shipping to get here, but we were finally able to pick up some of the newest Japanese set, Mega Dream. I'm sure you've all seen the leaks. The SIRs are absolutely incredible in this set. We'll talk about it as we open. We got 50 packs. I did buy these from Scott at Dinner Table Gaming, as always, so I'll make sure to link him down in the description, but there's a QR code if you'd like to buy your own. I think he has these posted on his store now for you to buy if you would like to get your own Mega Dream. But let's just rip into it. If you've never seen a Japanese specialty set, so every year they release a special or a high class set, I think it's called. It comes in a smaller than normal booster box like this, and there are 10 packs with 10 cards apiece. So instead of 30 packs of 5 cards, we got 10 packs of 10 cards, and pretty much every card in the every pack in the box will have a hit that might just be a regular EX card, but I think each box is guaranteed at least one of the new mega attack rares or whatever they're called, and maybe an SAR in every 3 to 4 boxes as well. So I hope with 5 boxes here, 50 packs, we have enough to even the odds and actually pull something pretty cool. I won't be unhappy with any SIR. I like almost every single one of them. I mean, if I had to take my pick, I would want the Gengar or the Dragonite or that Pikachu from James Turner. But yeah, let's just get into it. A lot of these cards are going to be reprints, so you'll see that as we flip through. Some of them are new. This will be coming to English as Ascended Heroes in January. So our very first pack is the awesome Spiritomb with a Mega Gardevoir EX. So like I said, a lot of this stuff is going to be reprints, and that is by design, right? These specialty or high class sets are meant to have a large amount of cards and reprints for players to pick from. That is a great looking card. So again, I think every box, I'm just going to actually put the EXs over here because I think every pack is going to have an EX in it. The opening experience for this is going to be fun just because, to be quite honest, it was an absolute blast opening Terrestrial Festival, and then we got, that's awesome. We got a little bit of a different opening experience in English with Prismatic Evolutions, and I expect the same thing to happen here. I don't know what the pull rates are going to be, but for the master set collectors, if you are master setting this, I believe, and I believe every card is going to have, every Pokemon rather, is going to have 3 parallels. There's going to be the normal version of the card. There's going to be, I think, just some type of regular reverse holo. I don't know if it's going to be an energy or what, and then some type of additional parallel. I haven't watched a bunch of openings to know yet, so hopefully we'll keep an eye on that Psyduck. Hopefully we pull some of the other versions of it. I don't know exactly what to expect. I am going to be checking my Dex app after this and marking off my progress to hopefully, so here's the Pangoro and a Belly Bolt. So I don't know exactly for all of the parallel reverse foils or reverse holos what we're going to get. So I'm going to sleeve them anyway because I think I am going to build a binder for this. Again, I don't know if we are ultimately going to master set it. I just have a feeling that the opening experience for this set is going to be a lot more fun than its English counterpart, right? So, while we wait for the you know, staggered and chaotic release of Ascended Heroes later next year. As we pull our fan rotom, our second of 3 guaranteed ARs in the box. You know, the only things releasing on, what is it, January 29th or whatever day that Ascended Heroes is coming out, the only things that are releasing are a 2-pack blister and a 3-pack blister, like the tech sticker collection. And that means it's going to be very difficult for us to do our normal like binder build. I can't imagine there's going to be a whole heck of a lot of product available, you know, so that's going to be rough as we get our hit of the box there. The Mega Attack Rare, I think that's what it stands for. Mega Carnivore. Pretty cool, right? I like it. I think all of these, like most are illustrated by Saboteri, and then some are illustrated by Dom or DOM. And, you know, there's really good sort of artwork cohesion with them. They all look like really cool, you know, comic book attacks as we pull one of the cards I was hoping to pull today, which there was a good chance of it, right? Just because we're opening so many, we're going to get, you know, 15 illustration rares or art rares here, but I really wanted this side deck. We've talked about Rend a lot on the art reviews and stuff like that, and how their kind of MO is just like close-up CGI view of a Pokemon, and that card right there, this one right here, elevates that significantly. So very excited about that card. If you are a Psyduck fan, you are, you know, enjoying some really good cards lately. So I think that might pretty much tap the box for us here. So again, we're going to get a guaranteed EX card. We're still going to get some of the reverse foils. And I don't believe we should pull like a special illustration rare or anything from the rest of this box. I would be happy to be proven wrong though. We do get one of our item full arts. So there is one extra hit in the box. I really, like I said, would not mind any of the special illustration rares. I think they're all fantastic. When the set released, or when the leaks were, the set was being opened and the leaks were, you know, popping up on PokeBeach, we had a good time. Ooh, nice. I like that a lot. We had a good time on the Discord, you know, geeking out over them. So I had just opened that up to members as I got all of the kinks worked out. But as we take a look at our first box there, not bad, right? So again, that was a fun opening experience, and we will be very lucky if it is the same type of fun to open in English, but we will see. But anyway, I am going to open up. There will be a link to the Discord down in the description. Feel free to join. Have never really run a Discord before, so I'm open to suggestions. You know, just come join us. We will chat about master sets and all things collecting, and I'm excited to have a more direct line of communication with you guys. So looking forward to that growing a little bit. So let's see what we can, as we pull our first duplicate with another, what is this, Team Rocket's receiver or whatever. So we get another one of these. We'll set that aside over here as a duplicate. And I do not know if these boxes are seeded as far as pack layout, so I apologize if you have watched a bunch of openings of this and I did not like shuffle the packs, so there is like there's no mystery there. Like I said, checked out the leaks, but I did not look at any of the openings really of anyone opening this. I just know that we should expect some awesome cards, and that is always fun. So I like I said, if there are 3 parallels per card, per Pokemon, whoops, in this set, then I believe, someone double check me, but I believe the master set is about 488 cards if that is the case. And if that's the case, that's the first master set since Fusion Strike that will not fit in a standard binder. Now, if there are only 2 parallels per card, per Pokemon, you know, like a regular and a reverse holo, then it's not going to be that bad. So we'll see. So I'm hopeful. I'm not sure if there are, like I said, 2 different reverse holos. Hopefully we pull some type of duplicate there. I'm not seeing, am I crazy? I'm not seeing rarity symbols. So maybe there's like a non-holo holo and then a like a Pokeball reverse or something as we get another Psyduck there. Awesome. So I'll have some extra cards for the trade binder with that. But I, like I said, I'm very excited, especially for this set, just because, man, depending on how it comes out in English, it's going to be very difficult, right? And it almost doesn't matter what the actual set layout looks like. It's going to be difficult just because of the release schedule. Like I said, the actual day of release, as we get a numeral, the actual day of release is going to be probably miserable, to be quite honest. I mean, like I said, when we only have blisters and everybody is going to be limiting those to, you know, product limits. You know, you can only get 5 here, you can only get 2 here, you can only get 1 per person, 1 per customer, which is great. I want that to be spread out. But specifically for me, the thing I really enjoy about release day specifically is our binder build. And I like to get a big bunch of packs to do that binder build and get a jump start on our master set. So that's going to be tough to do. I'm going to try to have to find a way to source, you know, like a greater than normal amount of packs there as we get our Pikachu. Like I said, I would not be unhappy. So I think this should be our hit, right? We haven't gotten, actually we don't have another IR or AR and a Mega Attack Rare or SR unless I missed something. And it is possible that I did. Nope. There it is, just a double hitter pack. So we get our Beautyfly and our Dragonite Mega Attack Rare. I just think these look awesome. I think it's cool that this is like a guaranteed hit in the box. I don't know what the pull rates for this rarity will be in English, but they do look really good. So it feels good to add a new rarity, right? For the new era. I think that's, you know, it should have been done for the very first set of the era, just so we could have it a little bit differentiated from Scarlet and Violet. So I don't know. Like I said, it's really tough to have a bad time opening this set. Same thing with Terrestrial Festival, just the like end of year celebration sets or whatever they call them are just so much fun. You know, it just demonstrates to me how guaranteed pull rates do not diminish the fun or the secondary market for Pokemon cards. So I wish the English pull rates would be adjusted a little bit more in line, especially, you know, if there is a specialty set, then just have it be a specialty set as we get an awesome Doug trio there. You know, have special pull rates. It doesn't mean every set has to have those pull rates, but, you know, I get it. There are a great many more cards opened in English than there are in Japanese. I think just, you know, law of large numbers, right? But it's just fun to pull the hits. And again, I don't think it diminishes the experience of it as we, yeah, so I don't know. Maybe there's only one parallel. So I apologize if you all know the answer to that and you just hear me kind of struggle with what I'm even looking at in the set. But I want to figure out how to lay out a binder. Nice. As we, and luckily I had an extra Vault-X 12 pocket XL binder, so that will fit the master set if it is that 488, because I think that's what Dex says. And again, I'm not sure if that is accurate at the moment. This is really quick after release, and I didn't look at everything. There's a Charcadet. Didn't we already pull a Charcadet? Let's check to see if there's like a different... Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So there are two parallels. So as you can see, we got our Charcadet. Sure, there's a non-reverse foil, but there's the Energy reverse holo and a Pokeball reverse holo, which it looks like there are different types of Pokeballs, friend balls, well, all that kind of stuff, depending on the Pokemon. So cool. So 488 cards should be the master set size of this, and there are plenty of these hits to go around. So I don't think this will be a scenario where any of these are too expensive. Like I said, 1 in every 3 packs, essentially, you're getting an art rare, and then 1 in every 10 packs, you're getting a mega attack rare, like this one, or 1 in every however many packs, you are getting a special art rare. So none of these should be too expensive. So 3 so far, mega attack rares, or attack rares. I'm just going to call them attack rares just in case the M doesn't stand for mega, but I mean, surely it stands for mega, right? There we go. Got our foil, got our Pokeball reverse, and got, what is that, Jamming Tower? So that's what I mean, is like, as much of this set as is going to be opened, it's going to be approachable. It's going to be affordable on the singles market. Now, like the Gengar or whatever, just because the demand is so high, is going to be expensive. The Dragonite is going to be expensive. There's no getting around there being expensive cards in the set. But as a whole, this probably wouldn't be the most miserable set to try to master. And, we might try to do that. I don't know. Like I said, we have a big long break until Ascended Heroes releases, as we get our Badoo. Until that releases next year or next month, whatever. So, we basically have 6 weeks. And as you all know, I want to put something. I always want to master some type of set. So maybe we'll focus on this as a new release type of set. And maybe we will also go back and try to finish some sets we have complete or near complete but not finished. I would recommend Fusion Strike. I have just been lazy putting that off. I own all the expensive chase cards of Fusion Strike. There's just a bunch of bulk for me to get. But I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments below if we were to do sort of like an in-between series of completing an older master set that we have not completed, in live time on the channel, right? As like it's a new release. Maybe let me know what set you'd like to see, and pick any set. Just know that I do have a few of the vintage ones finished and all that kind of stuff. If you say Skyridge, no, I'm probably not gonna, master set Skyridge in 6 weeks until Ascended Heroes comes out, or be able to do that for one video. But within reason, I would love to knock out some other master sets while we wait for Ascended Heroes to release. But we could also, keep plugging away at this set. Like I said, you're going to get an EX card in every pack. So those are going to be easy. None of them are going to be expensive. I really don't think this will be a bad binder to try to fill out from opening packs because the set is just so huge. As you can see, I've got 2 duplicates over there so far. Not bad. Not bad at all. 3 duplicates. Jinxed myself. So we get another Rotom there. And are still plugging away, hoping for our first special art rare. And you know what's cool about these sets with a big collection of special art rares, and what made it so fun to open Terrestrial Festival, for example, there we go, we tease our Mega Gengar a little bit. So we're doing well as far as which attack rares we're getting. You know, Gardevoir, Dragonite, this one, and then, you know, Scrafty. But the cool thing about like the special art rare collection, or the sets with a big glut of special art rares like this, or Terrestrial Festival, is that you know, they're not the most impossible to pull, but you will still enjoy any of them. You know what I mean? Like, they're all going to be fun to pull, and there's such a wide variety that that, like, you know, Paldea Evolved is a good example of a set like that in English. There's such a wide variety. You can just rip pack after pack after pack of that, and you're not going to come across like a lot of duplicates very often. And so it's a lot of fun, right? You know that you can chase a special art rare in this set and not worry too much about duplications as we pull our third Psyduck. So again, if there is one art rare to pull duplicates of, I'm glad it's this Psyduck, because I think everybody is going to want that. So will be good stuff to have in the trade binder, or to use as giveaways to you guys, stuff like that. But yeah, see, like this Cramorant, that is art we have seen before. So maybe not, maybe we are going to get lucky with 5 boxes of no special art rare, and that can happen as we pull a duplicate Badoo. So again, not a bad one to have a duplicate of. Also a beautiful card, by the way. Just look at that. All right, so let's hope for some last pack magic on this one, or because I don't know if you get a special art rare in lieu of. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So I guess you get one of the attack rares as well as a special art rare in your box as we pull the Iono's Belly Bolt. Heck yeah. Love that card. The first one that released in, what was that, Journey Together? You know, I think both of them complement each other really well. I don't mind these sets like Paldean Fates or you know, this set where the like cards get reissued or whatever, you know what I mean, and get like, you know, in Paldean Fates we got like another Iono, and we got the Charizard. I don't believe there was a special illustration rare Mew, but we did have a special illustration rare Charizard. I don't believe there was a prior special illustration rare Gardevoir prior to Paldean, but you know, there was an Iono, and that was a duplication as far as like the same card getting the special illustration rare treatment twice. So same thing here. There is there are quite a few cards in this set that have already received special illustration rares or special art rare treatment. So naturally, you want to compare them. So like the Iono's Belly Bolt is the Belly Bolt there is a good example. And the Team Rocket's Mewtwo, obviously, is the other example. As we pull another duplicate IR with the Jacloak. But the Mewtwo is what I was actually hoping to pull because I had a whole rant prepared for that card. This is one time where I feel like significantly out of touch with the discourse going around that particular card because, man, it is beautiful to me. I want it so bad. As we get a duplicate Mega Gardevoir attack rare there. So hopefully, throw that over there with the duplicates actually. So hopefully there is still a special art rare in this box. Because as we've seen, you can pull both out of one box. This is actually a pretty difficult type of video to do because, you know, when I try to find something to ramble on about while we do the openings here with these celebration sets or whatever, it's just hit after hit after hit after hit. So it keeps disrupting the flow of conversation that I'm trying to keep in my head and keeps sending me off in tangents as I see so many different cool cards. But like I said, that's why I got 5 boxes from Scott. I just really wanted to make sure we pulled at least one special art rare. I really wanted to just, you know, roll the dice and see if we could get one of the big ones. And like I said, I am certainly not unhappy with any of those. These, the opening experience for... Nice, we got another one. So the opening experience for these boxes is just, you know, I don't know how else to say it, is miles ahead of really any English sets opening experience, except maybe like Crown Zenith, I guess. It's just, every pack is just hit after hit, and that is another really good looking special art rare. So 2 of the cheaper ones that we pulled here today from our packs, I believe. I mean, maybe the Iono's Belly Bolt is, you know, probably twice the price of the Mega Scrafty or whatever, but, and we get our 4th Psyduck. Nice. Again, happy to pull it. And, you know, in a normal world where Japanese prices were like down to earth a little, I think the price of these is right around the price of like what English booster boxes used to be, which, I mean, yeah, is a little crazy, but especially with the kind of global trade situation going on right now and all of that kind of fun stuff, you know, it really does cost a lot to import these into the country. So that, coupled with the elevated demand, it's no surprise that Japanese prices have crept up along with English prices. So yeah, all together, so much fun to open, and 5 goes by so quick, and now 5 booster boxes goes by so quick, and I want to open more. But we got 2 special, or 2 SARs, which I'm happy with. Let's take a look at all of our attack rares, because we got a good set of those as well. I mean, you see what I mean? Like, look at, imagine having all of these on a page. I cannot wait. I almost, for the English Master Set, I almost want to get all of the attack rares in Japanese as well, just because it has English text on them. Like the attack is in English on the Japanese card, and in katakana or whatever on the English card. So I kind of want to have both represented in our English Master Set binder just so we can take a look at it. But, you know, a fantastic collection of art rares, some absolutely beautiful special art rares, and great attack rares, new rarity. All right, let's build the binder really quick. And I don't know, let's just see what it looks like laid out. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure there's going to be tons of holes since we only opened 50 packs. But we might open more. This was really fun, and I can already tell I'm probably going to want to open more. So let's build out the binder and just see what kind of progress we have. So that is a rough binder to build because the set is gigantic. And, you know, we only opened 5 boxes, right? So we got a lot of holes here. So essentially I didn't leave spacer cards. I just laid it out exactly as it is, except one spacer card at the very end. So there's a space for the normal version of the card, a space for the energy reverse holo, and a space for the Pokeball reverse holo, or whatever type of Pokeball it is. So you can see that here with the Yanma. You've got the energy reverse holo and the Pokeball or Nest Ball, or whichever one that is, reverse holo. Then the EX cards don't need any extra spacers, so essentially each card gets 3 slots. That's the easiest way to think of it. We are missing 4 EX cards and 6, I think, regular cards. So we're missing like the Ho EX, the Zekrom EX, Garchomp and Zoroark. And then for normal cards, we're missing like the Doug Trio. We're missing the Solrock, the Pangoro, the Bisharp, the Magearna, and Bouffalant. Let's see. Doesn't look like we've come up on any of those yet. So, yeah, like I said, well, maybe I already passed it, but there's a big stretch here with the Zoroark and the Pangoro missing, except we do have the Pangoro Friend Ball, whatever that Pangoro Pokeball is. So yeah, missing the Bisharp here, Magearna over here somewhere, and then randomly the Bouffalant back here somewhere. Maybe right here. And then these don't have any reverse holos. None of the trainers or anything like that have any reverse holos, so that makes it really easy to lay this out. And then I put 1 spacer card here just so the secret rares could start pretty clean over on this side. And as you can see, we got a few holes to fill in there. Again, I think the IRs or ARs will be relatively inexpensive, so I'll probably fill those out. I'll probably fill the attack rares out if I can. When some of the SIRs drop in price, I will probably fill out what I can here. Depends on what's available to me locally. you know, the settle in somewhere over here. 241, I think it ends at like 246 or something. But in this XXL or XL binder, you know, 6 or so pages to spare, right? So plenty of space in here. If you do want to leave spacers to line everything up like 3 and then maybe put an energy card here or something, there's plenty of space in here, I believe. Well, maybe not if you do that for every Pokemon. Honestly, this is a very big set, so I don't know if that would actually work out, but you'd get close. So that is hopefully helpful if you plan on master setting this, just to get a first look at what the binder might look like, compare it against the pages that you lay out. Let me know if I missed anything, because after sleeving, I dropped them and had to re-put all of the giant stack of cards back in order. So it is entirely possible that I put something back out of order here and there. So please let me know if you spot it. But yeah, pretty good start to the binder. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe we'll open up some more of this. That was really fun. I'm not going to lie. I love these high class sets. They are so much fun to open. I highly recommend it. If it's in your budget, seriously, just bite the bullet. If you've never opened Japanese, it is so much fun. The hits are nonstop, especially in these specialty sets or high class sets. All right. Thanks everybody. I will catch you in the next one where we finish out. You know, we got a few videos coming up. We're going to finish out the Scarlet and Violet Promo Master set. We've got all the Black Friday product left to open, so maybe we'll do that one next here in a couple days. But lots of fun stuff coming. Please do consider joining the channel as a member if you would like to see sort of the long form sorting or that kind of thing, or just provide extra support. It is more appreciated than I can say. And please do join the Discord down below. Let's chat about master sets. All right. Thanks everybody. See you in the next one.